They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake. Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. A dump down to McKinnon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hey, you got three.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kerry Hyder in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go. 180!
Working from the gun, Garoppolo escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. So out now come the Lions. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 13. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screen pass to Blunt. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Set, lady. Hey, middle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hurry up, get set. Tag 53.
Riddick with a handle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, go here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me their fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. Is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When we talk about the best corners in the league, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo, and that is incomplete here.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
We got three, fellas.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner 1st down.
Get set.
They go play action here on 1st down. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
21.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gould is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, 22!
Here's Riddick. They find some open field here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go. 32!
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back back to the air. Stafford on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Stafford now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Take 22. Double right. Zebra. Zebra.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Solomon Thomas in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now, a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is going to be 49er football. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Well, fellas, here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The coverage that time excellent by Nevin Lawson.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Hey, come on, go. Hurry up. Four down. Check. Four down.
Here again is McCannon. Room here to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Get set.
They run it with McCannon. He'll have another first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sean Robinson in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford stepping up. He's going to keep it. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A very solid gain of 27.
I know in retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tag 50 left. 21.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
13.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
12. By 20.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of them.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Ziggy Ansah in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
13, 13, 11, 11.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Garoppolo on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That goes for a gain of 31.
Not the tallest receiver on the field, but he just shouted to admit that the little guy can't go downfield and make a big-time catch on a deep pass because sometimes they'll just out-scrap you for the football.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now McKinnon, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. Gould with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Gould now out to kick it away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 19 yards that time for number 19. Stafford on first down. Caught right side Tate. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. To throw on second down is Stafford. Buying time to his left. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Lions on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, here we go. Three down.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Detroit getting set to go now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
50.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
21. Hurry up. White.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Reeves-Maybin in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long?
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? But he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
On second down, here's Stafford. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, you hate to admit it, but sometimes in this sport, the determining factor of who wins, who loses, just plain dumb luck.
Yeah, sometimes it turns out that way, does it? If this was basketball, we'd say that was a shooter's bounce, right? In this case, hitting the crossbar and finding its way over. I actually coached in a game where a kid made a 42-yard field goal, which was the extent of his distance. Hit the crossbar, fell over for the win. It goes in the other direction. We lose that night.
The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And Garrett Sedek here on the completion. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
11.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Wiggles free. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. Garoppolo steps away. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Black 80! 80! Get set!
On 1st down, Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They give him a gain of 37. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers have moved out in front. Now Gold for the extra point. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gold now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Throwing is Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd and 10, Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion 1st down.
Let's go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Stafford here. This is Riddick on the screen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now Stanford. Oh, he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Here we go.
They run once more with Buchanan. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. A dump down to McKenna. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go, here we go. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 11. Flag! 6.
Back to throw. Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
To throw is Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we